Welcome to the Crypto Andrew channel. Let's get this thing started. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on in the markets. Pepe got a dump. I guess the entire market got another dump today. And right now I'm leaning more bearish on the macro time frames than bullish, but we'll talk about that in a second. So let me share my screen with you. We want to go look at some stuff. And there's a new token that is on my radar that I do want to talk about. If you guys have a request for altcoin setups or just anything in general, let me know in the comment section below. We'll look at it. If you guys are new, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you get notified every time you join or every time I post a video. And if you guys want to join the Telegram group, link to join that is in the description below. Also, if you want to join the Discord where I give you Bitcoin setups and altcoin setups throughout the entire day, almost every day of the week, join the Discord. It's only $30 a month. So, with that being said, let's get into what's going on in the markets. And I do need to let everyone know that I am live. So, let me do that really quickly. So, let me go over here. Okay. I need to mute this. All right. So the first thing I want to do is look at the crypto fear and greed index. Right now we're sitting at 78 in extreme greed. I think the other day when I was live, we were at 77. So overall, nothing has changed. Oh, before I get too far into this, I do want to let you guys know that I will be live. So today is Monday, 11 p.m. Central Time. Instead of going live on Saturday, 11 p.m. Central Time, I'm moving my live stream next week to Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time because I have to go to a funeral this upcoming weekend, so I won't be available because the funeral's at the same time. I usually go, well, yeah, anyways, that's what's going on. So my next live stream will be Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time versus Saturday. So all right, so let's go and break down what's going on in Bitcoin. Let me go to the 3-day time frame, and we can go from there. So let me go to the top of the chart. I don't know why my watch list is like, why do I not have Bitcoin on my watch list? What's going on? Like okay, I don't know why it's not on my watch list. Is it on another watch list? I don't get it. I only have one watch list, but it's not on there. I don't get it. Okay. Well, anyways, now it's at the bottom. It was supposed to be at the top, but let me just clear the chart and we're going to start fresh. So looking on the monthly time frame, we're going to start on the monthly. Monthly, nothing has changed, obviously. The weekly time frame is overbought. You can see that is curving to the downside on the stochastics. And again, money flow, same situation. So the weekly time frame right now looks bearish to me. But I would say this, as long as you stay above the 200-day moving average on the weekly time frame, sitting at 38,000, Bitcoin technically is still bullish on the weekly time frame. So to me, that's what I care about. The 3-day time frame, you can see right now, this is a little bit of a rising wedge on the 3-day that probably needs to break to the downside for a healthy correction. So we'll see what happens. That is something I'd have on my radar for a move to the downside. That's the bearish scenario on Bitcoin. The bullish scenario is that you get a move to the upside out of this. So that's a rising wedge. Keep that on your radar. That is possible. That gets you the move to the downside. And again, even on the 3-day, you stay above the 200-day moving average. It's pretty simple. You're still bullish if Bitcoin holds $50,000 on the 3-day time frame. Jumping down to the daily time frame. The daily time frame for Bitcoin really is the same situation. You're still above the 200. That's sitting at 70,000. So, that's still looking good to me even on the daily. The 12-hour time frame, and the daily time frame on the RSI still is coming down. Also, on the money flow, it looks bad. The 12-hour right now, again, it's in a downtrend. And it is oversold on the stochastics on the 12-hour. So that is a good sign right now. So I guess also where we have support, you have resistance at all-time highs, right? You do have a local support down there at $85,000. You consolidate here for a few days before you continue your next leg up. You have a double bottom there at $91,000 from yesterday and about a week ago or a few days ago. And that's just kind of what I see going on at 91. So 91,000 is massive support. You have a local low here at 93,400 or 500. If you hold 93.5, that's good. If you don't, you're going down to about 91.4. If you lose 91.4, I see you going down to 86,000 on the higher time frame. Short term, you'll get dead cat bounces here and there, but that's the macro time frame on the 12-hour time frame. You're also above the 21-day moving average, the blue line, and the 200. So again, Bitcoin on the 12-hour time frame is still bullish as long as you can hold 73,000. Jumping down to the 8-hour time frame for Bitcoin. Again, on the macro time frame, I do see a move coming to the downside. I'm sorry to say that. I'm not sorry to say that. It's just what I see, and I could be wrong, right? But Bitcoin short term needs to break 101,500 for me to kind of even think we have a chance of going back up. That's just kind of what I see. So 8-hour time frame, kind of same situation. Money flow is actually not bad on the 8-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame right now for Bitcoin, oversold, struggling to get a decent bounce. You had an awesome bounce here. You went down to 93.6 and got all the way for the wick high at 98.3. That's a $5,000 bounce on Bitcoin. To me, that's pretty impressive. So now you go down to the smallest of time frames, such as the 1-hour time frame. You can see that the 1-hour time frame right now did get the bounce to 98.3, but at this point already gave back, almost at one point down to $3,000, and now you're trying to get another bounce. That's a higher low on the 1 hour. I wouldn't even consider that a higher low though, because never got oversold again, never got overbought from here. So to me, that's not good. The 33-minute got overbought. That's a lower high in the 33-minute, even though you got up to 98.1 on the dead cat bounce. That's a rounded top, and that's a half-hour lower high. So again, and now look at this. You're below the 200-day moving average on the half-hour time frame. So to me, that's bearish. 50-minute likely to make a lower high here. That is no bueno. And even though on the 1 hour you lost out the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame, usually when you do that, you go to wherever the 2 hours at. That's at 97,170. So then I would go to the 3 hour. Right now, you could get a bounce maybe off support at 95.9. But for right now, that's kind of the next level. And a lot of people watch the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame, which is currently coming in at 92,600. So I would expect 92.6 to be a major bounce, especially because you have support at 93.7. But if I had to call anything for right now, I would say that Bitcoin is more likely to go to the downside to these lower targets that I just gave, such as a 3-hour 200 and the 4-hour 200-day moving average. So right now, I'm calling for a move for Bitcoin between 92,600 and about 93,500. I believe we're going to see a retest of that sometime in the next few days. If I want to be bullish, I really need to see Bitcoin get a move above 101,500. If not, really, to me, that's just a short-term dead cat bounce. And that's just what I see going on for Bitcoin. I'm more bearish than bullish on the short-term or on the medium-term time frame. I still think Bitcoin's bull run is not over. But right now, if we get moved back down to the high 80s, I wouldn't be surprised for Bitcoin. So that's what I see going on for Bitcoin right now. Appreciate if you guys hit the likes. It does help support the channel. Can I show you how Coinbase? I can make a video about how Coinbase Advanced works. I'm not going to talk about it right now. So another token that I'm in right now, I'm not in any trades except this one, YFI. It's been very volatile. It went up to 16,000 a few days ago. It went all the way back down to what? About 8,600 earlier today, and now it's getting the bounce. And because it's so volatile, it makes it decent to trade. It's higher risk, but it makes it decent to trade if you know what you're doing. So it went down to 86.53. So to me now, this is something I have on my radar. And I'm probably going to start day trading and maybe short-term swing trades on YFI based on the 3-minute time frame. But overall, 15-minute time frame is overbought, but I still see this getting a move to the upside here on the higher time frames. You're about to cross the 21-day moving average on the 15-minute. Short term, short term right now, it is overbought, but I would expect a higher low. If you can stay in this channel, that'd be good. And at some point, you're probably going to visit the 200-day moving average on the 15-minute time frame. If Bitcoin dumps, this might not happen, but right now, it looks likely that YFI sometime tomorrow probably goes back to $12,000. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but that's just the setup I'm in. And I'll be honest, I am in a trade from $10,325 right now on YFI, and I'm using the 3-minute time frame. I have my stop below this last local low here at $10,150, and we'll see what happens. It's a day, it's a scalp, it's a day trade, whatever happens. So that's what I got going on. And on the 1 minute time frame, I based my trade on the 3 minute, but on the 1 minute, you're above the 200 moving average now, so that's a good sign. And you are also above the 2 minute, and you're about to cross the 3 minute. And you also got a golden cross on the 2 minute as of right now, and on the 1 minute, you had it a few minutes ago. So to me, short term, this looks like it could get a short rally to the upside here. And I'm in a trade. I have 0.2 Wi-Fi in the trade, so that means I have about 2 or 3. What is that? About just over $2,000 in the trade. So we'll see what happens. I put $1,000 in 2x leverage. So yeah, I have $2,000 in this trade. So we'll see what happens. That's what we got going on right now. So let's not be commenting random coins. Appreciate that. Bitcoin going to 85,000. That'd be awesome. Thoughts on XRP? Yeah. So that was one of the things I wanted to talk about in this video. So XRP. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. XRP right now, I thought this was going to break out. This is a falling wedge. I thought this was going to break to the upside. Measure move was $3.74. But right now, you didn't get a bounce. The 4-hour time frame is struggling to get a bounce on the stock R side. And to me, that's kind of around the top. It's a lower low, and that's bearish. So let's negate that. That's obviously not going to happen right now. And you've made a lower low. So that's bearish, right? You could keep moving the trend lines. I don't think I would do that, though, because that wick is lower than, to me, that's just, it's over. So now this is kind of a downsloping resistance line that you have right here. And we'll see what happens. Or something that I would even prefer to do even more than that would be put this in some kind of trend line like this. And this is kind of the downtrend you're in now. So bulls must short term. If you do not break 255, you're still bearish. And that's kind of what I see going on XRP. So right now you have resistance at 2.63. You have downsloping resistance, I would say, at 255. And again, just like I said on Bitcoin, if you lose the 1 hour, 200-day moving hours, you're likely to go to the 2 hour. You lost the 1 hour. You just hit the 2 hour, $2. And now the 3 hours all the way down at 173. And the 4 hour is down there where a lot of people use is a 4 hour, 200-day moving average. That's at $1.45. It's likely, I'm going to call it right now, it's likely that XRP is going back down to $1.50, $1.45. And we'll see what happens. But again, at $1.50, you have a little bit of support from when you used it. $1.63, I would say, is support. I would even say $1.30 is support on XRP. So to me, $1.65 seems very likely for the next leg to the downside. Short term, you probably are due for a bounce to the top of the channel, then a move back to the downside. But at some point in the next week, I expect to see between $1.30 XRP and $1.65 XRP. And those are my bearish targets. I would negate whatever I just said for the down sloping or for the down targets to the downside if XRP can break $1.55 or $2.55. If you don't break $2.55, I have these down targets here at $1.30 to $1.65. If you lose $1.65, then $1.30 is my next target on XRP. So that's what I'm looking at on XRP. So unfortunately, short term, XRP does look bearish. And yeah, that's just what I see going on XRP. TA doesn't apply here? All right, cool. Yep, all right, moving on. So, any other requests? TA always applies. I don't know why someone would say that. What about PEPE? PEPE? PEPE. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. So, PEPE. Oh, yeah, I was in a short on PEPE earlier today. I've already cleared the chart, but I was in a short on PEPE earlier today. My target was 23. You hit the target, and you went to 22.25, but that's just what I see going on right now on PEPE is a move to the downside. So 5-minute time frame right now, that's a lower high. That's not a good sign. You lost the 200 on a 15-minute time frame. The 1 hour, you lost a short term, you balance. So right now, if you lose the level of 22.5, that's bearish. And then you can look, the next target would be 21.1. So right now, it's pretty obvious that that's your local top. That's all-time highs. That's awesome, but that's your local top. It's also likely that right now, if you don't break back and hold 2-3-4-3, that you're going to get a move back to the downside, down to 18. Like the moving averages are going to be short-term bounces, but the macro timeframes, I would say if you lose 2-3-4, you're going to eventually come down to about almost 19, 18.8, 18.9 on Pepe. So short term, Pepe's bearish, especially Bitcoin's bearish. And yeah, that's just what I see. So Pepe must hold 235. Otherwise, I do see a lower low coming down to 18.5 on Pepe. One more thing I wanted to look at was Tesla's doing very well. That's something else I called at 225. But the other thing I wanted to look at was Ethereum Bitcoin. That's another thing. But there's how's Ethereum Bitcoin doing on the 4-hour time frame? The 4-hour time frame is about to bounce. That tells me that Ethereum is about to outperform Bitcoin. When Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin, that usually means that the altcoin dominance is going down, and that means altcoin season can start. So if we look at Bitcoin dominance, it looks like right now Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 2,900. That's actually, I want the percent though. I would prefer the percent. Where's that at? I don't understand my watch list. It is all messed up. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, well, I don't know where the percent chart is, but the 4-hour time frame is overbought. That's a lower high. It's likely that altcoin season is coming. I need to see the percent though, because that's what I go off of. And I don't know why I can't find it. Bitcoin dominance. That makes no sense. Oh, another thing I'm looking at is AMP. I did buy AMP at 11, so I'm just holding that right now. But I don't know why I can't find the Bitcoin dominance chart. That's kind of frustrating to me. Don't know what's going on. I have to go through my entire watch list again and figure out why it's all glitched up. Oh, there it is. There it is. I found it. I just saw it. I'm just going to add this to the bottom of my watch list so that I can find it easier. Okay, so right now Bitcoin dominance is sitting at 57%. You got a nice balance. You went down to 54% on the 4-hour time frame. Now that's overbought, and to me that's a higher high though. So we'll see what happens. Is the 1 hour oversold? No, it's really not. So we'll see what happens. I would not say it's altcoin season right now though, because this is above 56%. Usually Bitcoin dominance happens when Bitcoin dominance is between 30 and 40%. So right now we're quite a ways away. It looked like we were getting closer at 54, but yeah, right now to me, we are not in altcoin season. And that's just something I watch quite a bit. No, we went. I thought we went low. Yeah, we went down to 38. So we had a short-term altcoin season when Bitcoin dominance was down here below 40%, but it sure didn't last very long. So right now, it's definitely not altcoin season, though, unfortunately, in my humble opinion. There will be altcoins that keep running here and there, but I don't think it's altcoin season just yet. So, yeah. Adam, please. Oh, yeah. Let's go look at Adam. And what about Shiba? I don't know. What about Shiba? So I saw technically Shiba comment was first. So let's go look at Shiba Inu. I mean, everything's going to pull back when Bitcoin pulls back. It's just how it goes, right? So 4-hour time frame, that's a bearish engulfing candle. You're on the 200-day moving average right now, which is sitting at 26. The next one I really look at is the 6-hour. That's sitting at 235, and then the 8-hour is sitting at 22. Eventually, you're going to come down to these targets. You're too far away from them. And if we go to the 12-hour, that's all the way down at 20. If we go to the 3-day, you're so far away from the moving averages, you do need to come back to them. And unfortunately, that's coming in at 15. So another 50% drop for altcoins. Guys, it's normal in bull markets to get massive pullbacks in a bull market. It's healthy too. But Shiba right now, I would like to see this come down again. This could, though, here's another idea on Shiba, is that you don't come all the way down there and that you make a rounded bottom, and that would be extremely bullish on Shiba. So we'll see what happens. But right now, the 3-day is overbought, coming to the downside. The dailies has a little more downside, but again, I see more downside action than this. And now if we go to the 1-hour time frame, you can see this. This doesn't look like the most beautiful bear flag on Shiba, but that is kind of bearish. And also, I could even see this as a descending triangle. But either way, I would just call that a bear pennant right now on Shiba. And that is not something I would want to see if I'm trying to long Shiba. So long term, I still think it'd be DCA to this. If you don't have the bags you want yet, this will still go up and make a new all-time high. But short term, for the next month or so, I see downside action. Right now, you have a target down to 17 on Shiba. We'll see if that happens. But that's kind of a bearish scenario on Shiba. Atom token. Let's go look at Atom token. So Atom on the weekly time frame is overbought. Atom is overbought on the weekly time frame. And at the end of the day, that's a lower high in the weekly. Your previous high was 1460, and now that's a lower high. Atom still looks bad to me in the macro time frame. The 3-day needs to come down, and the daily right now. This is a coin that really isn't that far away from the moving averages, though. If you think about it, I guess the daily moving average on the 200 is at $6, but overall, the daily's oversold. We'll see what happens. I would love to see this make a higher low. That's a bearish engulfing candle on the 12-hour time frame for Atom coin. And your next support on Atom is $6.60 if you do not hold the level of $8.70. And then you're looking at $5 as your next support. And then you're looking at $1.85 as your next support, which at the end of the day, I don't think you're going to go quite that low yet. I don't think that may never be hit again, right? But that's what I see on Shiba. Or on Atom. So it just looks bearish to me. And now if we go to the smaller time frames, like the 1 hour, again, this is a bear flag, just like we saw on Shiba. And it's likely that, we're just going to kind of slowly go to the downside on Atom. Measure move would take you down to that support around 490. And unfortunately, that's what I see. If you want to be bullish and negate the bearish scenario, you must break $8.60. That's what I see going on Shiba. Thank you for the request. Thank you for the likes. And, so what happens now that they denied XRP in the U.S. market? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. Thank you for the follow. XLM. Let's go look at XLM. XLM on the 3-day time frame, that's a super bearish engulfing candle. Look how fast that's the RSI is resetting though. That could be a good scenario for a higher low on the 3-day. Daily's been bearish now for a while. It's all the way back down to 40 cents. I don't like to see that. The 12-hour time frame right now is, getting the dump. And now your next support is 25 cents if you do not hold the level of 38 cents. So you went up so fast, yeah. It doesn't look good, and I don't think XLM has spent much time above 40 cents. It's probably been a month or two in its all-time history. So overall, XLM right now doesn't look good. Maybe it's been 3 months, but it hasn't been very long. And the 4-hour time frame trying to get some kind of bounce here, but I would look at the 1 hour, just like I said on Shiba. Hold on, let me just do this really quickly. I don't know why I did that, but XLM right now, yeah. It just, I don't know. It just, to me, it looks bearish. And XLM looks like it's going to take a dump here. And I would love to buy XLM at 25 cents. I mean, that would be a good place for you to buy. Not financial advice, but that's a good support down there at 25 cents. The 3-day time frame being as overbought as it is, even if the RSI is resitting quickly, tells me it could happen. The weekly definitely suggests 25 cents is very possible. It might take a while to get there, but saying it's possible. It might take a month or two to get there, which at the end of the day isn't that long. I think if you're going to go to 25 cents, it would happen in the next 30 to 60 days. It could happen tomorrow because that's a 50% drop, but I don't think it's going to happen that fast unless Bitcoin goes to 80K tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But XLM, that's your bearish scenario, and that's a good place to buy. Would be 25 cents. So let me go. Yeah, I didn't hear the news about XRP. I did not. So, hey, what's up? GRT, could you look it up? AVT, PEPE, and Doge. GRT. I haven't looked at GRT in a long time. What's going on with my Wi-Fi trade? Yeah, the 15 might dump here. Well, I'm still on this log, so we'll see what happens. If you can hold this trend line here, we'll be fine, right? Well, maybe not. Whatever. I'm still in that trade. GRT. That Wi-Fi trade doesn't look good, though, right now. On the weekly time frame, you say. That's a lower high on the weekly time frame. Your previous high was 49 cents. Now you have a new lower high here at 35 cents. You have support down here at 13 cents. RSI is oversold. That's where you're going to go. I don't know if you want me to look at another time frames, but that's just the weekly TA says that you are likely to go to the downside. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. You're below the 200-day moving average as well on the weekly. Until you break above 39 cents on GRT, it's bearish. It's like it really hasn't been doing very well in this bull run. I mean, it went down to 5 cents, so I take that back. I mean, You went, yay! I take that back. I'll shut up. I mean, you went from 5 cents all the way to 50 cents. So to me, actually, that's not that bad of a run for GRT. That's not bad. Um, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, that's GRT. Let's go look at AVT. So on the weekly time frame for AVT, I don't know why I thought you said GRT. At 442 would be resistance. You have support at $2.82. The weekly time frame is overbought, but not curving down yet on the stock RSI. You don't have any data as far as moving averages go, so let's go to the 3-day. On the 3-day time frame, it's saying that you're bullish as long as you stay above the level of $1.90. So right now, though, it's likely you're revisiting $3. If you don't hold that, you're going to come back probably as low as $1.70. I would hope you don't lose or go all the way to $1.70, but I'm just telling you that's kind of what the chart says would happen if you lose the $3 level. The 3-day time frame says $1.70 is possible. It's still overbought. The weekly time frame is still very overbought. And at the end of the day, that is kind of what's going on. ABT does not look good if you lose a level of $3. I'm sorry. That's how I see it. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So yeah, this is what I see going on for AVT. What alert is going off? So I talked about this one as well. Lumia at $1.90 back here. It pumped all the way down up to 260. I talked about this in my Discord. And then obviously now you're going to move all the way back down. You had a capitulation back to $1.50. That's a big drop, 50% in about a week from the high to the low. But again, you're still, in my opinion, what am I trying to say? I mean, you're still holding the bottom of this trend line on Lumia. So that could break, obviously, if Bitcoin keeps dumping, but you have a support $1.50. You're holding that support. And to me, it's a buy. It's kind of like catching a falling knife, though, because of like, I mean, I would watch smaller time frames. If they start to look bearish, I would still not enter a trade. Like the 1 hour, again, that's a bear flag. So if the 1 hour is making a bear flag, I would hold off on buying. But it's something to have on my radar right now. Right now is Lumia. If you get a retest or double bottom at $1.50, I would love to buy that range at $1.50. But right now, again, that's what I see going on. And unfortunately, Lumia right now is again correcting like the rest of the market. So yeah, that's what I see going on for Lumia. That's what I see going on. So if you guys have other requests, let me know. Otherwise, remember, guys, I'll be back live Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time, because my Saturday stream is being changed because I have to go out of town. So, and then again, my Monday stream will be back to normal. So Monday at this time next week, I plan to be live. So thank you, Raggio, for the follow on TikTok. So that's what we got going on. If you guys have requests for other coins, let me know in the comment section below. But otherwise, with that being said, that's kind of everything I wanted to talk about. That's my market update. Again, for Bitcoin, I'm kind of bearish on the market unless we get a move above 101,000. So otherwise, I just see more downside coming for Bitcoin on the macro time frames. Short-term dead cat bounces are going to happen, but right now, Bitcoin does not look good to me on the highest of time frames. So yeah, I just see Bitcoin kind of being bearish on the 1 hour. You know, like even on the 1 hour time frame, if you don't break the 200-day moving average, you're going to keep dumping. So Bitcoin on the 1 hour, the bulls must break 98.3. Not only is the 200-day moving average there on the 1 hour, that's also the top of what I could see as being a bear pennant now on Bitcoin on the 1 hour. So if Bitcoin does not break 98,300, I'm bearish. If you break 98.3, then we can talk about the next macro target is 101.5. But for right now, Bitcoin must break 98.5. If you don't do that, I'm definitely looking for more downside targets. I'm not saying you should short here. I'm just saying if you don't break 98.5, it is likely you get a move to the downside. Yeah. So, that being said, guys, that's kind of everything I want to talk about. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you guys on Monday at 3 p.m. on Friday at 3 p.m. Central Time for our next live stream. Until then, trade safe. Have a great rest of your week. I am going to post a video tonight on altcoins. So if you guys have requests for altcoins, let me know right now, and I'll do a video on it. But that's just what I see going on. If you guys have multiple requests, let me know, and I'll look at them. But obviously, beyond that, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for stopping by. Again, I'll see you guys in the next live stream, Friday, 11 p.m. Central Time. So in about 3 days and 20 hours or whatever that is. 3 days, 12 hours, something like that. So until then, trade safe and have a great rest of your week. Always use the stop loss. And again, I believe Bitcoin is going to be lower by Monday unless we break 98.5. And that's just kind of where I leave us at. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm still my long on Wi-Fi. Again, I'm telling you, I believe Wi-Fi is a great altcoin to trade because it's so volatile. Like on the 3-minute time frame, you could make a boatload of money. So I'll keep my trading group updated on what's going on this trade. But right now, this is the trade I'm in. This is the only trade I'm in, and Bitcoin might push this trade down. We'll see. My stop is 10,150, and I got in at 10,325. So that's what we got going on. Thanks guys for stopping by. See you guys Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time for our next live stream. Adios. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys on Friday. Until then.